Talking all things UFC 207 with Marc Raimondi. Check him out at MMAfighting.com. Mark, Cody Garbrandt, no love. He has absolutely no love for Dominick Cruz, the champion, and they appear to have no love for each other. This isn't just your typical rhetoric, selling a fight, whatever you want to call it. Apparently, they almost got into a brawl in the hallways of Las Vegas after the weigh-ins. What do you make of what's going on between these two? Because it does seem a bit above and abnormal, if you will.
Yeah, this is Dominick Cruz is very good at getting under opponents' skin. It's really one of his great talents as a fighter, and the mental and verbal part of a fight is almost as vital as the physical part of the fight. I think Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey are two great examples of that. I feel like what they say and the way they carry themselves before fights kind of puts opponents on their heels. The same thing with Anderson Silva in a different way. He didn't say as much, but he was kind of that mysterious, ninja type guy where you didn't know what he was going to do. I think that really is a huge part of fighting. If any doubt surfaces in your mind about the fight, the opponent has won a little piece of that fight already. And I think Dominick Cruz is kind of chipping away at Garbrandt's confidence. And Garbrandt seems pretty upset about it. He walked out on that interview yesterday, that satellite interview that they did head to head. He wanted to come over and confront Cruz face to face in that interview. I think that it's a very interesting storyline to watch going into that fight. Has Cruz actually gotten to Garbrandt mentally?
Yeah, I had that scenario here at 120 when Johnny Bones Jones was taking on Daniel Cormier the first time they did battle, the only time they did battle, and the two of them just doing it here. Johnny couldn't hear another word that Cormier had to say. Is that where we are now? Because if that's the case, Cruz has won the mental battle. And as you mentioned, this is what he normally does. I kind of worry about no love going into this fight as the younger guy, not experiencing what other guys have already experienced against Dominick Cruz.
If you think about Cruz's style, Dave, and I think you make a really good point, Cruz's style is predicated on making people miss on defense. And the absolute perfect mark for someone like Dominick Cruz is someone over-aggressive, angry, emotional, trying to get at him at all costs, not being precise, not being technical, but just trying to go out there and take his head off. I think that's what Cruz is trying to generate in Cody Garbrandt. He wants an angry Garbrandt trying to take his head off tomorrow night so that he can dodge and land his own counterpunches. That is Cruz's game to a T. And an angry, emotional, upset, crazy opponent falls right into his trap.
It seems like he's setting the trap for the younger kid in Garbrandt, and he seems like he's falling right into it. We'll see what happens in 24 hours. Marc Raimondi, always appreciate the time and the information, my friend.
Thanks, Dave.